promote again. Got this priceless phone and Texas back. Right now that was stop. Oh, try again. Right now I will in front of them. I tell them to move. Stay away. Always look like the heaven. Move with heavy and no J. Yeah. I go 1 minute and pray for them. Deep in the river mouth again. I beg we do so for life for them. They cannot hold me back again. I go 1 minute and pray for them. Deep in the river mouth again. Got this priceless phone and Texas back. Right now that was stop. Oh, try again. Right now I will in front of them. It burning them. It's the progress not in them. Oh yeah, not again. Right now I will in front of them. It burning them bad, 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 bad. All over turn in my life like things keep going wrong. Why? Day by the mercy of God I'm holding on. Jaja, you know your son. You know my heart is strong. I never did them wrong. And when they wish bad for me, although they try to pass their whole hand on me, who want see me miserable and unhappy, but I stay prayed up, I stay prayed up. I go 1 minute and pray for them. Deep in the river mouth again. I beg we do so for life for them. They cannot hold me back again. I go 1 minute and pray for them. Deep in the river mouth again. Got this priceless phone and 10 steps back. Right now that goes. At this point, I think they're doing nothing for none of all you. All you need water, all you need Pastor King, all you need bush what you soak in bitters and beat all you at this point. This bushery and working for all you at this point. Forget that. We need to find something else. We need an intervention at this point in time. And I'm not laughing, I'm not playing with y'all this morning. I am serious. They say laugh and cry come out in the same place, and some of y'all will be crying and say I didn't say. That's all. Anywho's, y'all share the live. I'm gonna need y'all to share this live today. We need to have a conversation about what's going on. It started off as a joke, but it's not funny. It's not funny anymore. And if nobody else won't say stop, where's Elimus? I'm gonna need you this morning, Elimus, as an elder in the community, in the business. Elimus, I'm gonna need you just this Shante, tag Elimus for me, please. They say what is joke for school children is death for crapple. Yeah, the whole and the half rasta, they back at it again. I thought we were gonna move on, right? But they back at it again, and they included another bald head in the mix. This is typical of people waiting. And I'm not here to defend anybody, because when I'm in my trouble, all that doesn't come out and defend me. But I'm just seeing this as my civic duty in the interest of the art form. Because nobody comes out here and publicly defends me. I stand on my own. I do my own defending. So I'm not here to defend anybody. I'm not holding no card for nobody. Let's just get that out of the way. Disclaimer. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm not holding no card. I'm not part of no group. I'm not part of no community. I'm not a nothing zilch. But in the interest of the music and everything else, somebody needs to say it. At this point, it's getting out of control. All right? And like my post said this morning, in case y'all missed the post that I shared this morning, and let me take the opportunity to share it with y'all. Wait, I ain't even shared the thing yet, but I'm making confusion for share. Wait, hold on. Let me share. They pass more than hand on some of it. They pass foot, they pass. They pass foot, they pass. I pass everything on some of audio at this point in time. Monica, I thought it was. It's not. Well, at least, well, if that's the case, that means somebody's taking it serious and somebody's not. But jokes aside, it needs to stop right now, like ASAP. And somebody needs to be the bigger person. I know it's entertaining. Y'all loving it. People always love entertainment when it's not you, but as soon as the shoe fits on the other foot, once you get into it, it's not funny. So,
It was for a minute, but it's no longer. Hey, Betty Ann, good morning. Marianne, morning. Shanti, can you guys come on the live and just share it for me, please? Mr. Selvan, somebody tell you don't share me live. I realize you one of them that come and sit here comfortable every day and you don't even share. People tell you not to share my live, Selvan. But then again, some of all you can't share my live because all they done all two like me already, and then when you share it, people gonna see that, right? And know all you sharing their lives. So I'll just come and sit down and don't share. But God is love. They say no man not sharing bread. Morning, Maria. How's Canada this morning? Hey, everybody, welcome. We ain't sticking today. We going one time, same time. Anywho's, what started as a joke yesterday that I thought it was, realized that it's no longer funny. And you know what I realized about us as a people? We like sharing stuff that, we like the titivation, we like the gigi, and we like, but things that are uplifting, things that are good, we don't. Case in point, um, Jab King. And I want to big up Jab King. Yesterday I big up Muddy, but I want to big up Jab King for being another artist who is consistent. Every year you can depend. You can depend on Jab King. Shante Tagi Laima Summer, please. You can depend on Jab King every year for something that you can either laugh, dance, or relate to. Something that is catchy, something that is witty. And he has been putting in the work. As a matter of fact, Jab King is almost on the same level as Lava right now in terms of the amount of songs he puts out every season. Remember, Lava used to win hands down, sometimes season 15, 20 songs. Lava just releases songs as the clock ticks. And I'm seeing Jab King, doing a lot of that, releasing his music, not waiting on anything, going out there and doing his thing. And this morning I saw he posted that he is on the Billboard, the Reggae Dancehall Fresh Picks of the Month. He's alongside Richie Spice, Jimmy October, Lexicon, and others, and others on Billboard. And how many of you shared it again? 10 new must-hear reggae dancehall and soca songs, and Jab King is on that list. Now that is worthy of sharing. That is worthy of going under his post and congratulating him, etc. It's a big deal. Yeah? It's a big deal. Jab did with that song. Jab did. But seeing Jab King featured on Billboard is just mind blowing. This is where we need to go right now and just blow it up and share it and share it and share it and offer a massive congratulations and support. But that might be too much to ask because it's not sensationalism. It's not, old talk and stupid talk. It's not that. So it may not get all that amount of views and shares. I swear yesterday at a minute I had to log out and log back into my Facebook because I swear I was on Jalen Boise Olive's page. My entire feed from top to bottom, screenshot, 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 screenshot. Every man, Jack, their brother, sister, dog, everybody screenshot down the road yesterday. Everybody was screenshotting and sharing. Let's see how many of you have the same energy today for that Jab King post that is positive. Let's see how many of you have the same energy. We just love sharing negative things. Anything that makes a person look bad, anything that brings a person down, full speed. We're taking time out for free. We ain't even want pay to share it. And like I said in my post yesterday, well, not yesterday, but this morning, the best way to win an argument is not to get into it. And sometimes you have to refuse to take the bait. It's easier said than done because God knows some people, they know how to pull the devil and all his siblings out of you. They just know how to push your buttons. And if you're not careful, if you don't just pull back, you're going to take the bait all the time, and you're going to, there are some people, they're always in confusion, always in argument, always in back and forth, because they have not mastered the art of refusing to take the bait. It's not something that happens overnight. Discipline is not something that happens overnight. It takes time, and you have to want to do it. Because sometimes it requires you saying, you know what? I'm not going to do this today. No matter how many stones I see thrown at me, no matter how hard I see people working overtime to pull me out, to draw me out, I'm not going to take the bait. I am not going to take the bait. I'm not going to take the bait. I'm going to log out. Let me go find something else to do. And then there are some of you, while you're trying to not take the bait, there are a lot of you, sometimes you're not even cool with that person like that. And what y'all will do, will take screenshots and say, hey, you didn't see this? Hey, you didn't see that? And send it to you, send it to you. You know what they're doing? A lot of the times, their intentions aren't good. They know fully well you've seen it or heard about it, but they've noticed you not saying anything. So what they do, they screenshot and then they send it to you, and they're waiting, juking you. You don't like to see the devil on one hand with the pitchfork and poking you. They want you to respond so they can sit back and kiki and gaga and whatever they do over there. Not everybody that sends something to you means well. A lot of the time they do it to get a reaction. And the more the merrier. So you have to now be disciplined enough to say, sometimes just ignore it. There are times people send me stuff, my name sometimes not even in it, but they assume it's about me. Somebody might be throwing some little shade wherever, and they'll send it to me. Oh, I sure is you they're talking about. Okay, and what am I supposed to do with this, really? My name is not there. You didn't call me, so why am I answering? And too many times we answer to things we are not called in. Not everything you see or assume might be about you, you have to respond to. We give to people way too much of our time and energy on a daily basis. And like I said, it's not something that happens overnight. You have to make a concerted effort to do it. You have to be disciplined enough to do it. I'm not saying it's not necessary, and I said it yesterday, I'm going to say it again, and I posted it this morning. Sometimes it's absolutely necessary to defend yourself and your position. Don't get me wrong. Because some people, you need to check them. You need to put them in their place. Because a lot of people, they forget their places. Their place is here, but they're over here. They know a lot of things. Some people know a lot of things. But one of the things they need to know and don't know is their place. So sometimes it's absolutely necessary to defend yourself and your position and to put people back in the place where they belong. I don't know. Maybe they forget sometimes and they wander across. I don't know. Let's just say maybe they forget sometimes where their places are. So they come across by you. But you have to tell them to go back there. But don't spend the whole day doing it, the whole night and the next day. Like, what is going on now? I thought that was dead and done yesterday, dusted. No, Mr. Killaby has entered the chat. And here we go again. Another round and another. Sometimes when people intentionally insult us, like I said in that post this morning, it's natural to want to return the volley. But keep in mind that the most powerful response is to ignore the insult as if it doesn't matter. Nothing hurts a person or gripes a person or irks a person more when they're shading and trying to insult you, when you ignore them and you leave them holding the shame plate because they're there wondering, I wonder if she here, I wonder if she knows. And then they keep on poking, and you don't respond, you don't. And they're there looking like a fool. But when you respond, that's when they're like, aha, I catch you today. Yeah, I have you right where I want you today. There we go. There we go. And it's down Emmanuel Road, you're going back and forth, back and forth. It could be tempting to do the back and forth, really tempting. And the fans, y'all don't make it easier either. Bobby Ramish, Patrick, like I said, you weigh 1 pound, you weigh 100 pounds wet and 50 dry, but you always poking and joking. A lot of the times, the fans are the ones who encourage the BS. It could end quickly, but y'all on the other side poking and joking and. Raquel says in one of times your name always calling. Raquel, because people don't pelt stones behind empty mango trees or green mangoes unless you're making chow or mango salad or something. And I always say, you can call my name a million times, but what's the point of responding? Now, if you're calling me and telling me you're calling my name to bring me out to eat, that's a different story. But what I come in and sit down and answer you dry mouth for? I don't drink alcohol. I like food. You ain't bringing me nowhere to eat, but you're calling my name. What am I supposed to do with that? You say what? Okay, then, and now who? Can I go to the bank and say, all right, I'm paying my vehicle loan with what you said? Can I pay my bills with what you said? We just give too much nonsense energy. People will fight up no matter what you do. People will talk any day of the week. And what you realize about people, when they start saying things and they don't get your attention, they'll start getting creative and they start getting ridiculous with some of the things they say to get your attention. And we as a people, what we do, we thrive on things that are negative about a person. We've never caught them doing anything, but they say. And the more salacious the they say is the more we gravitate towards it. So that is what people realize, especially people who on social media behind the keyboards. Because half of these people who say something, sometimes I see them and I just have to smile to myself. They have the most to say on social media. You see them in real life, suddenly they get a call. Suddenly they're busy on their phone. The eyes quite like the governor general on the other side of the road. Eyes right. They're walking and you walking here and they're walking like this. Eyes right. Over so. Watching the governor general stand up by the Esplanade Mall and you're walking this way. They would not even dare look at you. Social media has given people courage they don't even have in real life. So why should you waste time going back and forth on social media with people who in real life can't tell you anything? Me ain't saying I'm bad enough. I ain't saying I could fight with nobody, but all I'm saying is push come to shove. People have a right to defend themselves. And so far, nobody who has had the most to say has ever approached me or even picked up the phone and called me and say, this is what, this is that. Most you might see some fake page popping up and the one or two persons who've been brave about it. When they see you in real life, they don't say anything to you. As soon as something bad happens, y'all go into screenshot mode. I'm sure half of you who did screenshot and even put that amount of effort and time into the work that you're actually getting paid to do yesterday. Yesterday was probably one of the most unproductive days in a lot of your lives because y'all were probably just refreshing, jumping from one page to the other. Now, let me say this to the two artists. And while I'm saying it, I saw Boise posted it. And I actually forgot that song. And I'm like, but wait, how did we go from
Juve, Juve,
this,
Juve.
this,
Well, skinny, what you doing for Juve morning? What you doing for ma?
Boys, see how they winding up on that girl when the truck and the speaker pop.
how did we go from this to who doing what, who taking who, and all them nonsense? How did we get there? Like, how did we get from such a beautiful song? For a minute, I kind of was like, maybe it's a build up to a song they're planning to do. Maybe they're just doing like, all the folks in the US, they'll create some beef because they have some project working on. But then when I saw the other artists jump into it, I realized it's not funny anymore. And I have no problem with, artists throwing a little talk for one another because, it keeps the thing nice. Every year we have some sort of bacchanal and nothing wrong with that. But you see the personal road, y'all start going on and attacking people's sexuality and who doing what. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. And my thing is, if we're going to do back and forth, let us leave certain things out of it because when people defending themselves, they're going to pull for anything to defend themselves. True, false, whatever. And when other people get in the equation, they're going to do the same thing. And one has to be bigger because these are two amazing artists. You can't take that away from them. And like I said, nothing is wrong with them doing their back and forth, their bantering and whatever. But it's starting to get a lot personal. And it's not going anywhere because other people are getting dragged into it voluntarily or whatever. And it's not looking good. It is not looking good. And I really, really, really wish at a time like this. And that's when you realize, you know what? There's really no love in this soca thing. It's all man for themselves. Because if it's one time I would like to see unity. I know there isn't any because it's like a dog eat dog situation and it goes across the board with almost everything on this little rock. One time I would love to see other artists getting involved is now to say, hey guys, okay, enough now. But everybody stays quiet and in a little corner and shoo-shooing here, there, and there, and who may be kicking and finding it funny but wouldn't say anything. It's not a good look. And Pepsi says they're not hearing me, but maybe the fans are hearing me, so maybe the fans can do it. Those of you who genuinely claim to love the artist, both. Those of you who claim to, I don't understand how y'all could love somebody and see them go down a particular road. That's why I said, me, the little two friends I have, I go to them, honestly. Let me keep playing the song in the background. I'm real good with them because if I have people around me and they see me going down a particular road and they can't say to me, listen, hey, Runes, that ain't making sense what you're doing. Or when I do something wrong, say, listen, you messed up. That ain't looking good. I really don't want to live for fans and friends, you know. Because if you all claim to love a person so much and seeing a person going another direction with that person's name, and instead of shutting it down, you all are sharing it. You're sharing it. I don't see what about that was to make a big deal about. Hopefully, woman and Soka. Anushka, we're not talking about Mr. Golden this morning. Leave my friend alone, all right? Yeah. We would love for us to all just, yeah, Naya, I wish we all could just get along. And I realize you stayed out of the fray. I must commend you. Even your other tall friend, she didn't do too much with it either. I was looking at her to drag and ring her, but I realized she was kind of behaving herself yesterday. The other tall one, according to Lava. You know which one I speak of. The other tall one. The other, it's like a rasta thing. Next thing you reach, it's like a lock stick, like a lock stick that making the wrongs. They full rasta, they half rasta, then another full rasta. The family one, the other tall one with with the dreads. So now what you need to do, they're both your boys. Tell them to stop. Let it go. It was entertaining for 2 minutes, but it's ugly now. It's getting ugly. And I thought it was funny. I thought it was just jokes, but it's not jokes. Some things said it's not joke, and they say you always have to look. You know when you have to look for how people really feel about you. Look in the jokes. Things that are disguised as joke. That is how the person really feels or sees you. Don't get tied up with jokes. A lot of things hide behind skin teeth. A lot of people go put and then they put little shady comments, and when you see they put LOL behind it, dismiss the LOL and pay attention to what was said before the LOL. What was said before the LOL is exactly how is exactly Arthur Hostain, I can't stand you. I don't want your mangoes, Arthur. Somebody bought me a bag of mangoes yesterday. I am good. Move with the old sea trouble mango and them, but with all my love. I want you I want them to tie up and beat up as what like that, and then pick up and drain. My mangoes were handpicked, Arthur, but thank you. I got handpicked Ceylon and Julie mangoes yesterday. Move from here. Yeah, but I want you guys to really, really, really. You don't want artists that I always make talk about. You see this little boy they call Dingan? Y'all know him as Natty, but I call him Dingan. Dingan don't take nothing and cry about it. Everything for Dingan is a joke. You can tell Dingan he head long. You could tell Dingan he belly big. You could tell Dingan he foot thin. Dingan finding something to laugh, take it and make some joke about it. Everything for Dingan is a joke. I have never seen Dingan vex yet. Dingan always something always funny for him. And maybe sometimes that's what Anushka said, I didn't partake in the drama yesterday. Right now, I feel so much yo. Good for you. She didn't do too bad, Anushka. Knowing her, knowing the other tall one, knowing the other tall one, she would in that situation, like, I don't know what happened yesterday. I don't know if she smelled a rat, but yesterday she was nah. She was just laughing and whatever. But normally she would probably do 50 status and back and forth, and she really, 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 she raised my nose a little bit yesterday. She raised my nose yesterday. She impressed me. She didn't Nanushka, she behaved herself yesterday. So who's the other tall one? None other than Jacqueline Douglas. What's his name? Um Jacqueline Douglas Adams Pascal Coffee. That one. So I really, really want everybody who's sharing and spreading and what have you, because like I said, costs don't bring good word. Anybody's cursing you out, you're gonna find ways to say things to hurt them. And you're gonna go below the belt. You're gonna go below the belt. Nobody curses anybody and or looks for the nicest nice things to say about them. Sometimes they know nothing about you, but they'll find things to say about you. Yeah? They will find things to say about you that is not even true. And it's okay to pick your side and support who you support. But at the end of the day, like I said, both artists, you can't take that away from them. They are awesome. They're some of the best that we have. Hate it or like it. And I'm just trying to figure out how we went from this.
Juve, Juve. Well, skinny, what you doing for Juve morning? What you doing for ma?
Boys say I'll be winding up on a girl when the truck and the speak.
So how do you get from winding up on girl and what all you decide to do with girl to where we at now? Like how? And sometimes it's y'all that encourage it. It's okay to see two people going back and leave it alone. But when you add to it, that's when you add more fuel to the fire. So it was funny while it lasted. It's no longer funny when you have other people jumping in and adding more to it. It's no longer funny. It was entertaining for a minute, but it's no longer entertaining. It's heavy. This season started off with a bang, and I was saying it yesterday. The amount of songs we have that are just awesome already. Like, you don't even know where to turn right now. First them song nice. From the power is powering, the groovy, the few that we have already grooving. They're doing what they're supposed to do so much. So I'm begging for artists to at least give me a 100, a 105 BPM, a 110 BPM, so we could mix you in with, because that's where the tuning is bad. They bad on the voices, they bad on the 100 going up to about 110, 115. Groovy for us is 128, 125, 130. So all I'm begging for now is to give me a little 100, a little 110. Slow me down a little bit. Then we like groove. So we can mix you with a nice groove. That's all I'm asking for. Hey, Pepsi, I didn't realize you're rich. He said, that is so true. That's why I learned to not answer, because you can't take back what you say on here and people act like you don't know about them. Exactly. You can say a lot. You say the most. You say what the things would hurt a person. True, not true, make up. And a lot of the times it's made up stuff. People have no evidence, no proof, no nothing, but people just say stuff because that's gonna strike a nerve. But always remember, whatever we put on here, it stays here. No matter how much we delete, it stays here. It goes nowhere. Where's Mr. Elimus? Where them Godfather and them in this thing? I thought I saw Elimus a while ago. Elimus, call me, please. Because I know nothing doesn't pass you. You're up in the Kool-Aid for that one. So for those of you who follow your artists, kindly tell them to stop. All right? Curry move. Kindly tell them to stop. It's life. It's not possible for everybody to get along. You and a man don't get along, you'll go one your way, I'll go my way. We and all have to join hands and sing Kumbaya. It's not possible. We'd love for it to be possible, but it's life. It's not possible. We don't have to sing Kumbaya Milord every day together. You can go your way and I can go my way. We don't gel, we don't click, we keep it pushing. But my thing is, right, what if why do people always wait until you and them have something to tell you somehow? All the time I'm thinking we good. Soon as we have a little boss up, you hearing, oh, my mother used to say, all the what I know about you since Lane Kane, whatever that means. But she always used to use this Lane Kane word. Whatever that word means. You hear everything. And like the post I made this morning says, not all skin teeth is laugh. Not all. Because some of you who are encouraging and joking it, you're not like you so concerned. You're actually enjoying it. Some of you are actually enjoying it. Miss Naya, were you advertising oil dong and think I getting oil dong to eat on Friday? Come to think of it, you promised us about oil dong here in Power. How long now? As you come talking about we have oil dong Friday. If we ain't getting no oil dong in Power, don't post no oil dong in my page. Alright. Yeah. As Peppy says, it don't really make sense to be so good with someone then fall out and get so personal. It's scary. Well, that's the law of the land. That's why these days afraid to tell people things. Because that is something people master do. All the time we good. We telling each other stuff. We confiding it. Minute time we fall out, your whole business. From where your neighbor string berry to where you lost your whatever. Everything. Every single thing. So you have to be careful. Silverway Carnival. My sentiment exactly, Donnie Moscow. One had things holding on their chest years now. The other been holding back from addressing it years now. That's why we're here now. And I realized that. That's why I said, why people wait until like things get really sticky to really tell you how they feel about you. We're man, I'm man, you woman. Hey, me too like you, I ain't too like you. Or you need not to tell me that just keep you go your way, let me go my way. So that was never your friend to begin with. But we all done yourself studying this hour of the economy. What carnival have to do with me eating Salvon? Carnival coming not supposed to stop eat? I'm not going to no pageantry or no fashion show on the road, Unless you planning to sponsor me to go DR. Until such time, my belly big, whatever comes on the road comes on the road. Like you say, I like high waist, so he's gonna be high waisted. Is there a problem? I'm not about to starve myself and go in gym 7 days a week to please you and everybody else on the road. I'm eating until Juve morning, until Carnival Monday morning, I'll still be eating. Whatever I like. Life short, people falling down, boom. You think it easy to save up all this time on the Carnival, come you sick, and you can't put on costume to go on the road after you refrain and restrain yourself and gymming all this time? Nah. When you get to your 40s, you learn to live each day like it's your last. You're talking to somebody now, next minute you hear, oh, RIP on social media. A lot of those things don't even matter at the end of the day. Do they matter? Sometimes we have to, and I say we, because it took me a while to get here. Mistake, trial, errors, it took me a while to get here. But when you look back at some of the things you done, what Thunder said, did it, or whatever, you realize that half of the things you did, it didn't even make sense. A lot of the things we get into, So now, before you do anything, you have to ask yourself, okay, tomorrow, would this matter? The day after, would this matter? Eli must have said to call me. I didn't tell you to type nothing. I'm bringing two girls in Carriacou when they followed one tell the whole area about her excitement. I know what I want you to comment on. I want you to comment on what's going on, to speak to your artist friends and let them know that it's in making sense. So my point remains, before we get involved in anything, before we do anything, sometimes we have to stop for a second and ask, will this make sense tomorrow? Is this important tomorrow? And a lot of the times it don't. And it would be like, if we didn't know, or if I didn't know, and then you shoulda, woulda, coulda. Eli Mus.
Aruna,
Yes, Eli Mus.
you know, because of you, no woman will take me serious. I can have a woman in my life because of you.
Me, how I reaching that? I was with you?
Because of you, no woman will take me serious because I don't understand. You don't have a program about the Lord, about service. I want to talk about the Lord, Aruna. You don't have no program about that.
What you want
About
to
the
talk?
Lord, about, you know.
What you want to talk about the Lord? Eli Mus. Eli Mus, you don't need my program to talk about the Lord. Eli Mus on your page every day. I never see you post about the Lord. So how is my
You
program you
know,
want
I
to
used to
use?
go behind a girl in my area of the Sundays and she, and I was getting a hard time. She didn't watching me twice. Guess who was eating the food? The African person. No serious thing. The African priest was eating the food. And then when sometimes people start talking, he start bringing her in the hotel in Tom, and he forget country people working in the hotel in Tom. He thought Tom was private. Ah, boy, you see me?
So you want to speak about the goodness of the Lord. I want you to speak about what's going on, to speak to your fellow artists, to let them know to stop it.
Well, no, I will do. Me and Boise very close. When Boise called me, we'd be on the phone for 2-3 hours. And I don't call him yet. I promise you. I tell you, I've been honest with you. I don't call Boise yet. Me and Boise just be on the phone for 3 hours. Talking about life in general, music, everything, advice, all that. Me and Skinny don't have that friendship. I ain't saying we're enemy, but we don't have that friendship like that. We respect one another, we meet one another, we think I don't even have Skinny number. But I will deal with that. But I have to call Boise first because he does be real with me. Yeah, he does be real with me. And this is not the Boise I know.
I know. No, listen. You just think he takes a lot. I know him for he takes a lot. He don't really respond to certain things. So that's why I allowed him yesterday, and I'm like, okay, after this, they finish it, done. Because you know.
Yes, look how much beat up people are beat up on that youth around Sokamona and they just beating up on him because they know he's the man to beat. And I know that. So I just tell him, take the blows. And in my time when I was shining, I was the hardest man to beat too. I go through all that. So, you know. But for you to blow up, you have to be something that. But somebody who close to him told me that the other side was doing him that for a while now. That's what they say. I don't know, true, because I don't want to be in the middle. I too old to be in the middle, but I heard that maybe he had enough and them things. But I ain't calling it. I will call it.
My thing is just time to stop now. There's only so much one person can take it because, like I said, I understand because I've been there. I still take in. It's not once you're in the public eye, you don't ever stop taking. You sometimes you get blows for things you don't know about.
And it'll take a while before you really open your mouth and say, nah, enough is enough.
Yep. You see, it's like it was a one-time deal for me. You say what you had to say and you keep it pushing. I'm not doing no back and forth.
Let me mention something to you, right? You see, back in the days, call the king manager, and he will tell you, Aruna, we used to battle on stage. I know husband
That's
and
really
wife.
Bad.
Husband and wife used to go separate them side on the night. Sometimes the man go by Jamu side, the woman go by Specky side. They don't talk for the night. Because everybody, you know how competition used to be. And we think and them thing. But if you call Jamu now, me and a man, when we go Canada, when we meet them 3 room on that same room, same bedroom, I one side of the bed at Jamu on the other. I remember once I going through personal thing, me and a man talk for almost the whole night. He shared personal things with me. I mean, not everybody was on that level. But I'm just telling you. And if you call Jamu now, anything you have to criticize me behind my back, it'll make my face. And that friendship, they up to today. I'm just saying all artists have to be friends. But we used to battle on the night. Because when we battle on the night, it's to get a paycheck because all of us are poor people children. There is no rich artist in Grenada. All of us, some might have a little money than some.
See,
all of us is poor people children.
And like I said, the thing about it is, I have no problem with people expressing themselves and defending themselves. You have a right to defend yourself. Yeah? But my thing is, there's a time when you have to know, okay, it's time to stop now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
it's
Let me
only
tell you
it's
something.
only so
I
much
was
you can take as a human. People will keep on throwing, and one day it's gonna connect. And when it connects, and then you
I
lash out, you know, you people is, oh, you this, you that. Because when I lashed out, it was like, all right, I lashed out to the point where I got the attention of the commissioner of police, and it took going to the police to sit down and have a conversation with the other individual, because they've never seen me angry. And I'm like, it's not like I can't get angry based on what I do. And you know, sometimes you reach a certain stage in an age, you're like, okay, let me leave that
yes, and you
alone,
can't think.
you
I
know.
understand
But
that.
then I had
I
enough.
understand
At
that.
that point, I had
Yes.
enough.
Yes. A lot of people. A lot of people. There is somebody who does always harass me on the ride along line. Always harass me. And the only reason why they're harassing me is because I sing on NNP platform. Always harassing me.
Somebody
Before I
said
go
you.
on junior show to do a program, they harassing me. The last time they put 3% of winning crown in Grenada, and it tempting me to tell that person something. It tempting me to tell that person something. And listen what I say, Arona. Ministers must be running from party to party. Ministers, just be running from party to party. Who we looking up to? So if a man sing on a platform, why you have to hate him and think him for his rights? When ministers going from party to party, ministers doing it. So if we support somebody, why you have to? And it's tempting me to tell that person.
Like, was
something.
never hear you cost nobody yet, you know, like cost somebody out.
That is not me. That is not me, Aruna. That don't ain't me. And I just talk to myself and I say, let me leave that. I say, let me leave that person alone. It's tempting the
You
other
know,
night to tell us
but you know what I realize about us? The double standard and hypocrisy sometimes get to me, because people act as though people in public, public figures, or people like myself or Boise or Skinny or whoever, is like, it's like you're supposed to be you're a different kind of human. You're not human at all. You're a different kind. It's okay when it's them to react, but when it's you should know better. So how come you ain't know better? Because I hold a certain position, or I'm on radio and you're on stage, I should know better and you don't. We all should know better.
When the police doing the press conference, like if a police and somebody in tongue end up in a little stuff, you know what the police will say? The police is human first. And you don't see them saying that?
Everybody
always remember the police is human first. It's true, they are the
Everybody's
badge
human.
and the gun, but them is human. It's human being you're dealing with. People just believe because you're there in the public eyes, you have to take and let me tell you something. When I walk in through town and somebody say, oh, but Specky, give me a money, the ball just jump for you. I never like that statement, you know. I never like that statement because sometimes they ain't talking the truth. So because you just jump for me,
Look at money.
I have to give you a money. I never like that statement, but I just deal with them my own way because I'm a public figure and positive thing. But you know, they are still because they could tell you what they want.
All these years I played your music, I pushing you song. Not one day you say you bring a malt and tell me hold that for myself. Me with you? Me with you? You rather keep me enemy like you do when I tell you I don't like this song no good. You keep me enemy rather than say, okay, you know, understand where you're coming, but years later you come back and apologize.
No, yes,
I could never forget that.
Yes, they want the person to show they want betterment. Well, you say we're sensitive as human beings.
Yes, you're sensitive, but when it's coming from a good place, there are certain people you can't take criticism from. Eli Moss, there are certain people I don't want to hear nothing from because you know it's not coming from a good place. But there are other people that you know if I'm supporting you right through, and I said to you 1 year, Eli Moss, that song don't make the grade. I don't like that song. It don't make any sense. You ought to go and fix it. And you stop talk to me. I shouldn't even be talking to you now because I look at you as my brethren, me and you good.
One of the reasons why I stopped talking to you too, because years ago when I give you the right instructions and I tell you how much I want to, you tell me when you're stupid, you didn't take me, now you are sensitive and go bother with me. That hurt me feelings, Arona. And right now, I'm driving on your ticker and Clarendon going down and I'm screaming in my vehicle. Let me put on the AC for people not to hear. That hurt me feeling because I find out he's a nice, tall, handsome man. One of the most handsome men that ever passed through St. Patrick's. They do a survey. They say the most handsome man that passed through St. Patrick's is Eli Moss Gilbert. Then Madman Dave second, then Boise third, then Terra fourth. They do a survey. And I make the top, like the most handsome man. And you turn down a handsome man like me around them days I had a little money. I didn't look into bad and I used to bathe them days. And you know some of us are smell. Them days I used to smell good and all kind of thing. And you turn me down around and you hurt me feeling.
So that's what you have it. That's what you have in mind.
Years ago, why you turn me down? Why when I tell you how much I wanted you, why you never watch me twice? Why is the reason?
But I gave you the reason, Eli Moss. I said to you in your days, right? When you was Eli Moss, And you're all about to place with everybody. I didn't want you. Not that I have a little sense. Why would I be with you? That's all I said to you. When I was young and stupid, I said to you, mean want you. When I have a little sense, what I doing with you? How you could get vexed for
I
that?
take it personal.
So wait,
I
no.
take it personal.
So I don't
Like
like people
one of the
be
reasons why I
honest.
do.
People only don't like honesty. You're at a
Yeah,
yangu,
not
you
all
and
of
papi
us.
show you when you call me don't answer and all them thing and them and I
No,
tell you
not
the
all
truth.
of us could handle it.
Respect
Shit,
me and you
Arona.
was good. So you rather to hold me. So you stop talk to me for that because I tell you I don't want man in me when I have sense I don't want you. When I'm stupid I didn't want you. No I have sense I didn't
So
want you.
why
That is
don't
what
you
you
tell
watching me
us?
for.
Why don't you tell us that? And let us, we have an ego and let us destroy.
But
Let us
that's you
make
and
us
your
feel
ego
well.
business. You can't get everybody.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Eh.
That's true. Yeah. But before you go, I hear Miss Pascal in trouble with the relationship. I hear the man or somebody else. But I between me and
You
you.
just
We have
hear
a
that?
wonderful day music coming out soon.
You
Yeah.
just hear that? So I
You
didn't
didn't hear
tell
that before me, Arona?
Eli Moss when I was in America in February. Me and the lady hang out for almost a day. I sit down like my child
You
because I
have to
was
speak
calling
in
my daughter.
parables there before people could sue you. Speak in parables. Yeah.
Eli
You
Moss.
and the lady.
Eli
Yes.
Moss, me and the other tall one, we sit down for almost a half an hour driving up and down Utica. Like she was running taxi that day, up and down she driving me. We go all mall, we da 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 da. I spoke to the young lady and she was like, yes, mommy, I will take what you're saying. Yeah, that these are two twos the next week. By the time I reached down, the other tall one was in Grenada. And who I see walking up and down in Reggae Fest? Eli must have a good day. Eh?
But did you tell her before I go, did you tell her once a man leave and she have a problem too?
Eli must have a good day. Goodbye. Only have a great day. All I'm going to say is, artists, it was funny yesterday, it's not funny today. And whoever else jumping in, jump out. Alright? Be good.
Everybody who
We
clean up.
all don't have to get along.
7-3.
Just love and respect each other from a distance. It's perfectly okay.
We go on them.
But at the end of the day, remember, there's only so much a person could take. Y'all take, y'all took, whatever, it's done, let's move on. We have other things of importance to move on and discuss right now. So, on that note, I shall see you guys tomorrow. Let's see what it says. Jacqueline, my love, have a great day. Connie Money. I know what he like. Must just call my phone for and harass my life. Have a wonderful day, Jackie, my love. I'll see you tomorrow. And like I said, everybody, both artists, you guys are amazing. You have a lot of good music that we all appreciate, that we all love. But at the end of the day, it's enough now, okay? That's all.